Hare Krishna, Jai Jagannath. So the series we have started regarding the OPSC Odisha Civil Service last year prelims exam, last year prelims 2020-21 taro GS paper 1 solutions and analysis. So we had made already 14 parts जो थे कि गोटे पार्ट रे हमें पांचटा क्वेश्चन रो डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस करथिले. सो वो क्वेश्चन रो करेक्ट आंसर ऑप्शन आइडेंटिफाई करबा सहित अन्य ऑप्शंस काहे सिथरे अछि ता विषय डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस भी करथिलु. ओके एंड एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन भी हमें डिस्कस करथिलु. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ पार्ट 15. तो पार्ट 15 रो हमें डिस्कस करू क्वेश्चन नंबर 71 टू 75. Okay, so let's begin. So question number 71. Which of the following is a predominant species of the deciduous forest of Odisha? So Odisha में तमें जानती हो mainly तुम्हारा deciduous forest जो रोची. What happened? Deciduous forest रोची. सेतरे तारो mainly किसी moist रोची mainly and dry deciduous. So semi-evergreen forest, evergreen forest, semi-evergreen forest. Evergreen forest तुम्हारा ओडिशा का देखा जाए नहीं. Semi-evergreen is there and moist deciduous is there, dry deciduous is there. तो सबुठु अधिका जदि तुम पचारो को फॉरेस्ट अछि तो सेटा हला मॉइस्ट डेसिडुअस. सो डेसिडुअस माने जोडे के पत्र जोडा ई कहै छै. ओके, सो मॉइस्ट व्हाई बिकॉज़ ऑफ मानसून. सो यू कैन सी हियर ट्रॉपिकल मॉइस्ट डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट और मानसून फॉरेस्ट कहै छै. तो आंसर सबुठु अधिका तुम ओडिसा रे साल ट्री देखा जाय. हिस्ट्री साल साल गछ. तो ट्रॉपिकल मॉइस्ट डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट और मानसून फॉरेस्ट ता विषय किछ देखि दवा. So these forests are found in the lower elevations of Odisha, like in Mayurbhanj and Keonjhar. Odisha Mayurbhanj and Keonjhar जोड़ी तमरा Similipal National Park वगैरह अच्छी. तो सही district रे mainly तमरा tropical moist deciduous forest देखा जाए. And also in the districts which share borders with Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. तो मध्य प्रदेश आंध्र प्रदेश से तो जो district में border करचंदी तो सेतरे भी देखा जाए. These forests cover the largest forest area of about 80% of state. तो अराउंड 80% ऑफ द स्टेट रो जो फॉरेस्ट अछि सेटा हला कोन मॉइस्ट डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट. दिस फॉरेस्ट आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू सब टाइप्स. एको भी दी प्रकार व्यक्त कराई छी. एक गोटे हला साल, दैट इज साल फाउंड इन द रीजन्स ऑफ नॉर्थ एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट ऑफ ब्राह्मणी रिवर. ब्राह्मणी रो उत्तर एवं उत्तर पूर्व भाग रे देखा जाए. एंड आल्सो फाउंड इन द ईस्ट ऑफ तेल रिवर एंड इन द सबरी बेसिन. सबरी तुम जानथि हो साउथर्न ओडिसा रे अछि सबरी नदी और तेल रिवर. तेल इज ए tributary of Mahanadi, Tel, Eve. So sal found in the regions of north and northeast. Male bamboo and thorny bamboo. हला दीटा जो व्यक्त कराई छै गोटे हमें देखिलो मॉइस्ट डेसिडुअस को साल और द्वितीय हला male bamboo and thorny bamboo are found in the forests of eastern ghats which mainly confine the basins of Mahanadi and Rushikulia rivers. तो mainly Mahanadi और Rushikulia rivers से तुम्हारा देखा जाए. Next, recently the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So he's saying recently the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change released the India State of Forest Report. Released which one? The India State of Forest Report 2021. In October 2021, an amendment was proposed by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to the Forest Conservation Act 1980 to bring significant changes to the forest governance in India. So here the extra information जो हमें देखो जाए. फर्स्ट वाला तो यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री जो अछि एनवायरनमेंट फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज रिलीज. तो एक्चुअली से कौन करे प्रति 2 वर्ष को थरे इंडिया स्टेट ऑफ फॉरेस्ट रिपोर्ट को रिलीज करे. को मिनिस्ट्री एनवायरनमेंट मिनिस्ट्री. अक्टोबर 2021 रे गोटे अमेंडमेंट प्रपोज हितला ए मिनिस्ट्री द्वारा कोठी कहा कोथरे फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन एक्ट जो 1980 रे पास हितला टू ब्रिंग सिग्निफिकेंट चेंजेस टू फॉरेस्ट गवर्नेंस. It is an assessment of India's forest and tree cover. It is means which one? India State of Forest Report. तो ये assess कहाँ करे India रा forest और tree cover को जोड़ा के publish प्रति वर्ष होगी 2 वर्ष होता है. So it is a published every 2 years. That is biennial. So there is something called biannual. There is something called biennial. So biannual means वर्ष को 2 थरा. Biennial means 2 वर्ष को थरा. So Forest Survey of India को publish करे कहाँ को India रा forest and tree cover को प्रति 2 वर्ष को थरे. फॉरेस्ट सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फॉरेस्ट इंडिया स्टेट ऑफ फॉरेस्ट रिपोर्ट को कौन करे रिलीज करे. द फर्स्ट सर्वे वाज पब्लिश्ड बाय फॉरेस्ट सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया इन 1987. सो द फर्स्ट सर्वे ऑफ फॉरेस्ट एंड ट्री कवर वाज पब्लिश्ड बाय व्हिच वन? फॉरेस्ट सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया. आ जो एटा इंडिया स्टेट ऑफ फॉरेस्ट रिपोर्ट जोडा अछि सेटा हला 17 नंबर रिपोर्ट. So India is one of the few countries in the world that brings out such a survey every 2 years, and this is widely considered comprehensive and robust. The India State of Forest Report is used in planning and formulation of policies in forest management as well as forestry and agroforestry sectors. Three categories of forest are surveyed. तो तीन प्रकार forest को survey करा जाए. First है very dense forest, जो थे कि canopy density 70% रु अधिका. तो जनरली एटा तमर जो evergreen forest है evergreen forest एवडा. तो जहार कोन 70% रो अधिका canopy. जेंति एटा धर forest अछि, एटा गछ उडा अछि. तो गछ जो ऊपर पार्ट को कहा जाउछि canopy हैला. एटा बहुतरा गछ एक पास पास रो अछि हैला. तो सेडा जतरे 70% अधिका माने कवर्ड थाए गोटे एरिया सेडा कहा जिवो very dense. Moderately dense forest जोडा कि 40 रु 70% हैला तमरा कोन canopy density. And open forest को आजो जोडा कि 10 to 40%. ओके. आ जोडा below 10% ताको बेसिकली tree cover भितर जाउछि, not forest cover. Scrubs canopy density scrub कहउछि बेसिकली. Canopy density less than 10% जो बेसिकली grasslands वगैरह. तो सेडा को सर्वे तो करा जाय, बाकी ताको forest category रखा जाय. नेक्स्ट जो इंडिया स्टेट ऑफ फॉरेस्ट रिपोर्ट जो 17 नंबर 2021 रे पब्लिश हला बाय कोन फॉरेस्ट मिनिस्ट्री, इंडियन फॉरेस्ट मिनिस्ट्री. इट हैज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम असेस्ड फॉरेस्ट कवर इन टाइगर रिजर्व्स. तो टाइगर रिजर्व में फॉरेस्ट कवर भी एक्सेस करछि, देन टाइगर कॉरिडोर्स एंड द गिर फॉरेस्ट व्हिच हाउसेस द एशियाटिक लैंड. सो गिर फॉरेस्ट, टाइगर रिजर्व और टाइगर कॉरिडोर को फॉरेस्ट कवर एक्सेस करछि फर्स्ट टाइम पाई. द फॉरेस्ट कवर इन टाइगर कॉरिडोर्स हैज इंक्रीज्ड. टाइगर कॉरिडोर माने जो टाइगर माने गोटे फॉरेस्ट रु अन्य जगह मूव करंती सेटा कॉरिडोर कहा जाय, लाइक एलिफेंट कॉरिडोर, दैट इज समथिंग कॉल्ड टाइगर कॉरिडोर. सो इट हैज इंक्रीज्ड बाय 37 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, दैट इज 0.32% बिटवीन 2011 to 2021. तो टाइगर कॉरिडोर्स केते इंक्रीज करछि 0.32%, दैट इज अराउंड 37 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर हैला, बट डिक्रीज्ड बाय 22.6 किलोमीटर इन टाइगर रिजर्व्स. तो टाइगर कॉरिडोर रे इंक्रीज करछि 0.32% एंड टाइगर रिजर्व रे डिक्रीज करछि 0.04%. So forest cover has increased in 20 tiger reserves in these 10 years and decreased in 32. तो खोज कि फॉरेस्ट कवर 20 टा टाइगर रिजर्व रे इंक्रीज हेछि 10 वर्ष भितरे, बट 32 टा रे डिक्रीज हेछि. टोटल केते टाइगर रिजर्व हला ताले 52. Buxa Tiger Reserve in West Bengal, Annamalai in Tamil Nadu, Indravati Reserve in Chhattisgarh have shown increase in forest cover. तो कोथरे बेसी इंक्रीज देखा है को टाइगर रिजर्व रे बक्सा जोटा कि वेस्ट बेंगल अछि, अन्नामलाई अछि तमिलनाडु रे, इंद्रावती गोटा रिवर अछि से अनुसार ता ना अछि छत्तीसगढ़ रे. व्हाइल द हाईएस्ट लॉस सबसे अधिक लॉस कोड अछि कवाल टाइगर रिजर्व जोटा कि अछि तेलंगाना रे, भद्रा जोटा अछि कर्नाटक रे, एंड सुंदरबंस वेस्ट बेंगल रे अछि. So Kawal in Telangana, Bhadra in Karnataka, and Sundarbans in West Bengal, they have lost their forest cover. Increase कोड होचे बक्सा, अन्नामलाई, इंद्रावती. पक्के टाइगर रिजर्व जोटा कि अछि कोड अरुणाचल प्रदेश रे, has the highest forest cover nearly 97%. तो सबडो अधिका को टाइगर रिजर्व फॉरेस्ट कवर अछि, that is the पक्के टाइगर रिजर्व कोड इज सेटा अरुणाचल प्रदेश. आ कोन रिपोर्ट रे थिला increment in area. The forest and tree cover in the country continues to increase with an additional cover of 1540 square kilometer over the past 2 years. तो forest to tree cover 2 वर्ष भितरे जोड़ा कि 2021 ले माने 2019 रे थियो लास्ट टाइम. सो ए 2 वर्ष भितरे कोन केते इंक्रीज हेछि 1540 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर. इंडिया's forest cover is now एबे केते forest cover अछि इंडिया रो more than 7 lakh square kilometer, that is around 21.71%. remember this number, 21.71% of the country's geographical area, that is around 7 lakh square kilometer. So जोड़ा कि last time केतला 21.67% थिला. Okay, you can see here. So point केते increase कोला 0.34, right? 0.34% increase हेछि. And एटाला forest tree cover भी increase हेछि 721 square kilometer. Tree cover 21.71% हैला increase हेछि. cover होछि कोन geographical area increase हेछि 0.3%. Tree cover is defined as all tree patches of size less than 1 hectare occurring outside the recorded forest area. तो recorded forest area बाहर जोड़ा कि अछि बेसिकली जति ट्री एज अछि हैला tree patches of less than 1 hectare, एक गोटे हेक्टर कम ताको tree cover कहा this covers trees in all formation including scattered trees. Increase and decrease in forest. The states which have shown the highest increase in forest cover, जो थे सबसे अधिक increase देखा जाए forest cover रे से कोटा हला first ला तेलंगाना, second is Andhra Pradesh, and third is Odisha. ना सो पाखरे पाखरे अछंदी तेलंगाना first 3.07%, Andhra Pradesh 2.22%, Odisha 1.04%. Okay, remember this also. And overall केतला 0.34%. और currently केते अछि 21.71%. So increase के हला दाला तेलंगाना, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. And 5 states in northeast, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland have all shown loss in forest cover. So जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट जनरली कौन बेसी फॉरेस्ट है तो सेठी जत बिकॉज ऑफ डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटीज लाइक रेलवे लाइन एबे होची कनेक्टिविटी एंड योर डैम्स आर हैपनिंग एंड किछि आर्मी बेसेस एंड ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग्स सेठी भी बेसिकली धीरे धीरे डेवलपमेंट इंक्रीज हो माने कौन फॉरेस्ट कवर डिक्रीज करियो. सो वी वांट फॉरेस्ट कवर इन ऑल द स्टेट्स सिनो कि किछि जगह रे बहुत अधिक थियो किछि जगह रे कम थिबो. सो लाइक दैट स्टेट्स विथ हाईएस्ट फॉरेस्ट states with highest forest area cover. So area wise Madhya Pradesh has the largest forest cover. जदि area wise देखियो मध्य प्रदेश में सबसे अधिक forest cover होची हला. Madhya Pradesh is the second largest state in India in terms of area and but forest cover is our largest. Why? Because तमरा first जो थिला प्रथम largest area Rajasthan सेते forest cover बहुत कम अछि. Arid semi arid region, even your Thar desert was there. Is there was named. So Madhya Pradesh is the largest forest cover in the country. So forest अधिका जदि पचार को जगह अछि that is Madhya Pradesh. Second कार Arunachal Pradesh, third Chhattisgarh, fourth Odisha and fifth Maharashtra. तो Odisha हला fourth number रे अछि. आ जदि forest cover increase रे पचार first हला Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, second Odisha, third increase in forest cover रे. आ जदि तमरा एरिया हिसाब रे पचार कोड सबसे अधिक forest अछि को स्टेट रे first हला Madhya Pradesh, second Arunachal Pradesh, third Chhattisgarh, fourth Odisha and fifth Maharashtra. In terms of forest cover as percentage of total geographical area, the top 5 states are Mizoram. आवश्यक होची कि जदि forest cover पचारियो कि percentage of total geographical area रे माने गोटे एरिया धरो स्टेट रो अछि सपोज 100 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर 100 तो न धरो 1 लाख स्क्वायर किलोमीटर के सेहिथरु केते परसेंट हला फॉरेस्ट कवर अछि. तो सही हिसाब से देखियो फर्स्ट आसीबो मिजोरम, सेकंड हला आसीबो अरुणाचल प्रदेश, थर्ड Meghalaya, fourth Manipur and fifth Nagaland. Hala. So all these data you have to remember very important. Hala. Highest सबुठु अधिका forest area को state रे अछि तारो ranking 1 2 3 4 मध्य प्रदेश, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, ओडिशा. And in terms of percentage of total geographical area, first अछि मिजोरम, second अरुणाचल. So अरुणाचल प्रदेश you can see दी जगह second अछि. So that is easier. और एठी मध्य प्रदेश first अछि, एठी एम रे मिजोरम first अछि. And third Meghalaya, then Manipur and Nagaland. The term forest area denotes the legal status of the land. Forest area, जोड़ा कि legal status होची as per the government records, whereas forest cover indicates presence of trees over any land. The legal status जोड़ा कि देखो forest area को होची and forest cover जोड़ा कि सेतरे maybe that legal status मिली नथिबो किंतु सेठी कोन trees सका थिबो. Mangroves have shown an increase in 17 square kilometer. तो इंडिया जति total mangrove अछि तो सेतरे 17 square kilometer increase देखा जायछि. And it has become around 992 square kilometer. Okay, बहुत अच्छे थे आवरी extra information. Government initiative कौन कौन सी National Mission for Green Ganga, National Mission for Green India, not Ganga. Okay, it is one of the 8 missions under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. Okay, National Action Plan on Climate Change जो 8टा mission अछि सेथि गोटे हला National Mission for Green India. बाकी 7टा कोन comment section में तुमते कहयो. It was launched in February 2014 with the objective to safeguard the biological resources of our nation and associated livelihoods against the peril of adverse climate change and to recognize the vital impact of forestry on ecological sustainability, biodiversity conservation and food, water and livelihood security. Then comes National Afforestation Program, NAP, National Afforestation Program. It has been implemented since 2000 for the afforestation of degraded forest lands. It is being implemented by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So National Mission for Green India, National Afforestation Program. Okay. It launch 2014 National Afforestation Program 2000 रे Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority, CAMPA funds. This is very important. Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority. Launched in 2016, 90% of the fund is to be given to the states, while 10% is to be returned by the center. The funds can be used for treatment of catchment areas, assisted natural generation, forest management, wildlife protection management, relocation of villages from protected areas, managing human wildlife conflicts, training and awareness generation, supply of wood, saving devices, allied activities वगैरह. So basically CAMPA fund को थोड़ा सा जब तक कुछ developmental activities चला, so that can be government, private, anything. So what they will do, यदि ସେମାନେ सही हिसाब रे किसी गोटे नुआ forest generate करि पान हांती, so they will provide that amount of fund to the center, and center will divide it among the center and states accordingly. So a fund use hobo basically forest generation time at some other place. National Action Program to combat desertification, NAPCD, whatever. National Action Plan to combat desertification. It was prepared in 2008 to address the issues of increasing desertification. So desertification is address and to take appropriate actions. Implement ke korche, say Ministry of Environment Forest. Forest Fire Prevention Management Scheme. It is the only centrally funded program specifically dedicated to assist the states in dealing with forest fires. So Forest Fire Prevention and Management Scheme. Moving to question number 72. Slash and burn cultivation relates to which of the following? So it is what? Answer is subsistence agriculture. Slash and burn. Shifting cultivation, जहाँ को zoom cultivation भी कहा जाए northeast is widely practiced system of crop cultivation among the indigenous communities of northeast India. So northeast India जो tribes में रहते हैं mainly this shifting cultivation करते हैं, that is slash and burn. The practice also known as slash and burn agriculture is when farmers clear land by slashing vegetation and burning forests and woodlands to create clear land for agriculture purposes. This provides very easy and very fast method of the preparation of the land for agriculture. The bush and weeds can be removed easily. The burning of waste material provides needed nutrients for the cultivation. It gives a family its food, fodder, fuel, livelihood, and is also closely linked to their identity. Because of cutting of forests and trees, this practice leads to soil erosion. It may also affect the course of rivers. So zoom cultivation are different name रही zoom जमते हम देख लो slash and burn agriculture सबूटा slash and burn agriculture बाकी zoom को हाउची कोते north eastern India रे बेवार and दहियार को हाउची कोटी बुंदेलखंड region जोटा कि मध्य प्रदेश रे अछि बुंदेलखंड region मालभूमि अंचल गोटे अछि सेठी बेवार सेठी को बेवार and दहियार बस्तर district हम जानथियो it should be okay मध्य प्रदेश छत्तीसगढ़ होना चाहिए ना बस्तर ताको दीपा को हाउची दीपा and southern state को हाउची जारा and एरका साउथ ईस्टर्न राजस्थान को हाउची बत्रा आंध्र प्रदेश ओडिशा को हाउची पोडू रिमेंबर दिस पोडू चाष को हाउची ओडिशा एंड आंध्र प्रदेश रीजन में कुमारी को हाउची हिली रीजन ऑफ वेस्टर्न घाट्स ऑफ केरला तो जो वेस्टर्न घाट्स केरला रो अछि सेगा हिली रीजन को हाउची कुमारी एंड ओडिशा रे को हाउची अलग अलग कामान बिंगा एंड धावी ना पोडू आल्सो रिमेंबर दिस कामान बिंगा एंड धावी. Coming to question number 73, the idea of welfare state in the Indian Constitution is signed in the welfare state code को आजे both preamble DPSP दूटा concept बेटो बाकी yes we'll go with DPSP background. The source of the concept of DPSP directive principle of state policy is the Spanish Constitution. So basically प्रथमे Spanish Constitution में थिला था DPSP which came to Irish, that is Ireland Constitution, and आमे आनलु Irish Constitution आमे आनिचु. That's why both can be answered. Irish जति option Irish go with Irish the Irish because until Spanish so you can go with Spanish also. The concept of DPSP emerged from Article 45 of the Irish Constitution. The Irish Constitution Article 45 ram anichu basically concept of DPSP but Indian Article 45 is different, don't go with that. Constitutional provisions, that is part 4 of the Constitution of India, which goes from Article 36 to 51. Part 4 that contains a DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy. Article 37 of the Indian Constitution states about the application of the directive principles. This principle aims at ensuring socio-economic justice to the people and establishing India as a welfare state. So DPSP main aim reason for establishing socio-economic justice and establishing a welfare state, because जो fundamental rights that is for political justice, but preamble kon kochi both political, social and economic, but because India initially mane besi economically strong nathila, so it could not have spent much on social and economic dimension, because fundamental rights kon tamara justiciable by the judiciary, but DPSP is not. But politically the political tanku basically jetale election wagera hue, so all these DPSPs are at rest in the election, and the it is act as a reference for the government as well. Now come to the amendments in DPSP. So DPSP में देख ले at part 4 रे अच्छी, that is article 36 to 51. Okay, 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So first time DPSP amendment हला कब 1976. जो mini constitution भी कौन थी 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So it introduced certain changes, that is article 39A to provide free legal aid to the poor. So article 39A कौन कहते to provide free legal aid to the poor. Article 43A is saying participation of workers in management and industries. Article 43A. Article 48A is saying to protect and improve the environment. 44th Constitutional Amendment Act 1978. It inserted section 2 to the article 38. Article 38 thila se itne gote out section porela jo je declare korchi kono the state in particular shall strive to minimize economic inequalities in income and eliminate inequalities in status, facilities, opportunities not amongst individuals but also amongst groups. So basically section 2 of article 32 is saying article 38 the state in particular, state mane tamara legislature and executive hala, so that shall strive to minimize economic inequalities in income and eliminate inequalities in status, facilities. तो basically से कहूँ कि जो economic inequality को basically minimize करो, economic justice ना, economic and social justice, and eliminate करो inequalities को थे status, facility, opportunity not amongst individuals but also amongst groups. It also eliminated the right to property, the right to property article 31 from the list of fundamental rights. It means which one? 44th Constitutional Amendment Act. It was made a constitutional right under article 300A. Okay, that is different thing. 86th Amendment Act. So प्रथम एटला 39A, 43A and 48A. तापर आसला तमरो article 38 रे ही गोटे section पड़े गला. Then 86th Amendment Act आसला. It changed the subject matter of article 45 and made elementary education a fundamental right under article 21A. There is another also 97th that he was mentioned correctly was 97th Constitutional Amendment Act जे कि article basically 43B I think. Article 43B basically तमरो cooperative society विषय रे गोटे article को introduce करथिला. There should be cooperative societies. 43B mostly it is. 97th Amendment Act. Okay. So come to question number 74. Who, as per the provisions of the Constitution, declares an area as a scheduled area? Answer is President of India. Article 244. Article 244. 244 of the Indian Constitution define करके कहा को scheduled area as the areas defined so by the President of India. तो Article 244 कोची कि President of India define करिवा scheduled area को हैला एंड ताको मेंशन कोन रे करा जिवो 5th schedule of the Constitution रे. In India, there are 10 states having scheduled areas. Article 244 deals with the scheduled and tribal areas. So 244(1) goes with scheduled areas, and 244(2) section 2 goes with the tribal areas. So Article 244 section 2 Constitution relates to these areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. So Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. हला नॉर्थ ईस्ट तुम जियो एटी आसाम अछि ता तळे अछि तमरो मेघालय अब एमटी त्रिपुरा अछि तापर एमटी मिजोरम अछि. Okay, so these are the 4 states which are tribal areas and comes under the article your schedule 6. So this tribal areas, this provides for district or regional autonomous councils for such areas. Okay, now come to extra information. The areas inhabited by the socially and educationally backward aboriginals are called scheduled areas. So scheduled area कोड कहउची basically जेटा scheduled area अछि बोले scheduled area कहउची because तमरा 6th schedule and 5th schedule रे अछि. मेन तमरा scheduled area 5th schedule रे कहउची and 6th schedule रे कहउची tribal areas. तो से कहउची कि जोडा कि basically socially and educationally backward aboriginal माने रहउछथि तब कहउची. Next president is empowered to declare. तो से क्वेश्चन जो पचारला किए कि डिक्लेयर करि परिबो कोटा कोटा scheduled area. President na prime minister, na parliament, na governor. So answer is president of India is empowered to declare an area as scheduled area. So currently 10 states are having scheduled areas with the consultation of the governor of the state. But president consult का करियो governor को declare किन किन करियो the president करियो declare. आउ जतरे alter add and diminish करिया को थिबो किछि boundary रे ताकू consult करिया पड़ो का governor को. So president can गोटे area को declare करियो कहले president can declare it, president of India. But ताकू जदी सेते किछि addition deletion करिया को थिबो alteration करिया थिबो president will consult with the governor of the state. While the governor of the state has to report annually to the president about the management of such area. A governor of the state can कोन सेते केमते administration वगैरह होछि ता ऊपर गोटे report every year president को पठेबो. The center gives directions to the state regarding the administration of such areas. Central government state government को direction दबो केमते administration होर अछि बाकी report के दबो governor दबो काहा को दबो president को दबो. President finally दबो parliament रे basically देखांती. Then tribal advisory council. Tribal advisory council is a must for the states having scheduled areas. जे 10 टा जगह रे अछि तमरो 10 टा स्टेट रे अछि कोन scheduled area सेठी गोटे tribal advisory council रहबा जरूरी. सेते 20 जन मेंबर्स थांती. It has 20 members जोते कि 3/4 होचोन scheduled tribes representatives in that state legislative assembly. It has 20 members जोते कि 3/4 थांती scheduled tribe representative ST representative of that is MLAs. से स्टेट रे MLA मान के भितरु 3/4 हे जिवे कोन मेंबर्स हे जिवे एठी 20 जन के भितरु 20 भाग रो 3 भाग करो 4 भाग करो आगे 5 होची तो मिनिमम 15 जन हेवा दरकार ST and that too 7 state legislative assembly रहिबे. 3/4 of which are scheduled tribes representatives in their state legislative assembly. तो से माने basically state legislative assembly ले represent करिवे 20 जन को भितरु 3/4 that is 15 जन. The power to decide whether any central or state legislation तो किछि सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेशन और स्टेट लेजिस्लेशन जोडा कि बेसिकली शेड्यूल रे इंप्लीमेंट हबो कि नाही ताको के डिफाइन ताको के डिसाइड करबे गवर्नर. सो गवर्नर डिसाइड्स बेसिकली whether state and central legislation will be applicable in the scheduled areas. Okay, governor can also repeal or amend any regulation. गवर्नर कोन कर परबे किछि रेगुलेशन को भी रिपील और अमेंड कर परिबे. रिपील माने ताको हटै परिबे, अमेंड माने किछि चेंजेस कर परिबे with respect to the state. Regulation with respect to the state having scheduled areas but only with the assent of president of India. Governor change कर परिबे but president रो assent परे माने president हो कहला परे. The first commission to report on administration and welfare of scheduled areas established in 1960. तो 1960 रे प्रथमे गोटे कमिशन हेतला to report on the administration of and welfare of scheduled areas. तो हेड के करले UN धेवर से धेवर कमिशन को जाय 1960 रे आस्थिला. एबे 10 टा स्टेट्स अछथि से जमान के भितर जेथरे शेड्यूल एरिया अछि दैट इज आंध्र प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, गुजरात, हिमाचल प्रदेश, झारखंड, मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, ओडिशा, राजस्थान एंड तेलंगाना. दे हैव 5th शेड्यूल एरियाज हैला. तो एभला जते मोड ए बनेबो ए की सीडी यू कैन टेक आल्सो इंडिया मैप रे. तो एटा हमर अछि ओडिशा आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना, छत्तीसगढ़, जो तुम्हारा मध्य प्रदेश, जो तुम्हारा महाराष्ट्र, महाराष्ट्र पे गुजरात, गुजरात ऊपर राजस्थान, राजस्थान ऊपर हिमाचल प्रदेश, ये तुम्हारा छत्तीसगढ़ जाइतला तो ये आसीबो झारखंड हला. कवर्ड एवरीथिंग राइट. ओके. And tribal habitations in the states of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, and Jammu and Kashmir have not been brought under the 5th schedule. बाकी 10 टा अछंती तमर को 5th schedule areas और 6th schedule तमर 4 टा में देखिलो असम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा and Mizoram. Come to question number 75, a part 15 number part or last question. The concurrent list in the Constitution of India was adopted from Australia. From Australian Constitution. India Constitution brought freedom of trade and commerce within the country and between the states. India article 301 अछि freedom of trade and commerce within the country and between the states. Australia and power of the national legislature to make laws for implementing treaties even on matters outside normal federal jurisdiction. And concurrent list. Concurrent list basically both state and center can make laws. But the center laws बनौछि और state laws बनौछि दिजन देखो center टा prevail करिवो जदी conflict होतबो. Freedom of trade and commerce within the country, free free freedom of trade basically, and power of national legislature. National legislature kon koi paribo law bani paribo for implementing treaty hela, even on matters outside for normal federal jurisdiction. बाकी आमे कोड कोन आनिछु United States में आनिछु basically preamble, fundamental rights, federal structure of government, electoral college. Preamble is important. Preamble, fundamental rights. आमे देखिलु तबे DPSP आमे कोड आनिछु iris आनिछु federal structure of government हला basically आमर तो pure federal no quasi federal because India is a union of states. Then electoral college for your election, presidential election and all. Independence of judiciary and separation of powers. It is a very fundamental principle of US, one of the three branches of the government, three branches. Then judicial review. President as supreme commander of armed forces, equal protection under law. British constitution manage parliamentary form of government, ideal of single citizenship, idea of rule of law. Here rule of law, here equal protection of law. Equal protection of law. Wits, institution of speaker and his role, lawmaking procedure established by law. Rule of law or procedure established by law, British equal protection of law, US last. Canada constitution, a quasi-federal form of government, a federal system with strong central government. Jati central basically quasi-federal ki strong central government distribution of powers between state central government and state government. Baki concurrent padela amar Australia basically. Residual power retained with your center. Iris to DPSP, nomination of members to Rajya Sabha, method of election of president. So method of election president comes from Irish constitution, but basically electoral college comes from US constitution. Nomination of members to Rajya Sabha comes from Irish constitution. Baki jo tomorrow election of Rajya Sabha members comes from constitution of South Africa. So election and nomination related definition likhiye hoye. The Rajya Sabha member election procedure ko aichi tomorrow South Africa and nomination wala achi Ireland. A method of election of president comes from Irish and electoral college comes from US. French tomorrow republic and the ideal of liberty, equality and fraternity in the preamble. USSR fundamental duties article 51A and constitutionally mandated planning commission to oversee the development of the economy. And constitution of Germany has emergency power to be basically Weimar Germany basically before World War I. Emergency powers to be enjoyed by the Union. Suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. So emergency powers to be enjoyed by whom? Union. And emergency time the fundamental rights to suspend Germany too. Russia to achieve fundamental duties, idea of social, economic and political justice. In preamble. Constitution of Japan was a procedure established by law. And Government of India Act 1935, Federal Scheme, Emergency Provisions, Public Service Commissions, Office of Governor, Judiciary, Administrative Details. Procedure established by law in Japan to achieve. So, report like I think. British to procedure established by law. So here. To remove this. Okay. Okay, so now we'll go to. Okay, this is finished now. Part 16 will come with another video. So we'll stop here, and you can join the Telegram channel OPSC exam revise with me for PDF and all. And please mention your comments in the comment section. Ask any query in the Telegram as well as in YouTube. Like and share, subscribe, everything, whatever all TV channels, sorry, all YouTube channels says. I'll say that also. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Jagannath.